Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cowboys and Cattle. In our last episode, Lou's mental state deteriorated as she became obsessed with understanding why Ty is at Silver Creek Ranch with erased memory. She contacted the FBI repeatedly begging to return to the ranch, but they refused because Nathan is staying there. Lou suffered constant nightmares and stopped sleeping and eating properly. Katie called with news that Amy had been desperately trying to reach Lou for days. Lou told Katie to give Amy her new number. Within minutes, Amy called. In a soft, broken voice, Amy said, "I'm sorry, Lou. Please come back." Lou was devastated. She'd been waiting months to hear Amy apologize, but now she couldn't be honest about where she was or what she'd discovered. The episode ended with Lou crying after hearing Amy's plea, reconnected with her sister, but unable to tell her the truths that would shatter everything. If you've been emotionally invested in this sister relationship, please hit that like button and subscribe. Today's episode continues that devastating phone call. Amy and Lou finally talking after months of painful separation, finally reconnecting after Nathan drove them apart. But Lou was carrying impossible secrets about Ty being alive, about Nathan's crimes, about the council operations, about everything. She must navigate this conversation carefully, giving Amy enough truth to protect her, without revealing so much that the FBI investigation is compromised. And Lou must make a choice: stay in Montana to complete the mission or return to Hudson to physically protect her sister and niece. She can't do both. This is episode 50, and Lou Fleming is about to face the most impossible choice of her life. Lou sat at the kitchen table, phone pressed to her ear, tears streaming down her face as she heard Amy's voice, broken, apologetic, desperate, saying the words Lou had been waiting months to hear.
"I'm sorry, Lou. Please come back."
Lou couldn't speak for a moment, emotion choking her. Agent Walsh and Agent Chen stood nearby, watching with concern but not interfering. This was Lou's moment. Lou's choice. Lou's family. Finally, Lou found her voice.
Hey, how are you doing?
"I'm fine, and I'm so sorry for everything I said, everything I did. You were trying to protect me, and I couldn't see it. I chose Nathan over you, and I was so wrong."
Lou wiped tears from her face, trying to compose herself enough to have this conversation coherently.
You weren't wrong to care about someone, Amy. Nathan is very good at what he does. He manipulated the situation perfectly. This isn't your fault.
It feels like my fault. I drove you away. I let him drive you away, and now I'm scared and I don't know what to do. And I need you, Lou. I need my sister.
The desperation in Amy's voice was crushing. Lou looked at Agent Walsh and Agent Chen at the safe house that had become her prison for the past few days. She was hundreds of miles from Amy, trapped in Montana by an FBI operation, knowing truths she couldn't share.
Please come back. Please. Lindy misses you so much. She asks about you all the time. She doesn't understand why you left. And I miss you too. Heartland isn't the same without you.
Lou felt her heart breaking. Amy was begging her to come home. Her sister, who'd pushed her away, who'd chosen Nathan, who'd painted Lou as the villain. Amy was apologizing and asking Lou to return.
I miss you too, both of you. So much.
Then come home. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, just come home. We need you here.
Lou closed her eyes, feeling the impossible weight of the choice in front of her. She was in Montana conducting an undercover FBI operation against an international criminal organization. She'd discovered Ty Borden alive with erased memory at a council facility. Nathan might be discovering her investigation right now. The mission was at a critical point. But Amy needed her. Lindy needed her. Her family was in Hudson, scared and vulnerable, asking for protection Lou couldn't provide from Montana. She couldn't do both. Couldn't stay in Montana and return to Hudson. Couldn't complete the FBI mission and physically protect her family. Couldn't serve both masters.
I'll come back. I promise. Just Give me a few days. I need to finish what I'm working on, and then I'll come home.
The relief in Amy's voice was immediate and overwhelming.
Really? You promise? A few days.
I promise. I'm working on something important right now, something that I hope will help us. But I can wrap it up in a few days and then I'll be there.
It was partially true. Lou could leave Montana. The FBI couldn't hold her prisoner. She was a civilian asset, not an agent. She could tell them she was done, that she needed to go home to protect her family. But leaving meant abandoning the investigation at its most critical point, meant potentially never finding out the full truth about Ty, about Nathan, about the council's operations.
What are you working on? Where are you? You sound different. Tired.
I am tired. It's been a difficult few days.
Lou went silent for a minute before she started again.
Amy, what do you think of Nathan?
Well, he is good, but recently I've had this weird feeling when I'm around him. I don't like it.
I think Nathan is someone who doesn't like losing control. And if he feels like he's losing control of the situation with you, he might become unpredictable. What do you think?
Amy thought for a while.
He's exactly like this.
So I need you to be smart about this, Amy. Don't confront him directly if you find something unusual in him. Don't accuse him of anything. Just be careful.
I will. But Lou, tell me what to do. How do I act around him when he comes back? How do I protect Lindy?
Lou took a deep breath, thinking through the advice she could give.
When Nathan comes back from his trip, act normal, like nothing has changed. Don't let him see that you're suspicious or scared. If you can manage it, be the Amy you were before engaged, pleasant, going through the motions of your relationship.
Pretend everything is fine when it's not?
Exactly, because the worst thing you can do right now is tip Nathan off that you're seeing him clearly. As long as he thinks you're still under his influence, you're safer.
But I don't know if I can do that, Lou. Now that I see how he's manipulated everything, how he's controlled me, I don't know if I can smile and pretend I don't see it.
You can. You're stronger than you know, Amy. You've been through so much in your life. Losing mom, losing Ty, raising Lindy alone, building your business. You can do this too. You can act the part until it's safe to stop acting.
There was a pause, and Lou could hear Amy crying quietly.
I'm scared. What if I mess up? What if Nathan sees through it?
Then you have people who will help you. You're not alone in this, Amy. Even when it feels like you are, you're not.
What does that mean? Who's helping me?
Lou couldn't explain about Dex, couldn't mention Ashley and Caleb coordinating with the FBI, couldn't tell Amy about the entire network of people working to protect her.
Just trust me. There are people making sure you and Lindy stay safe.
You're being really cryptic. It's kind of scary.
I know. I'm sorry. Just know that I haven't stopped protecting you. Even when you pushed me away, even when you chose Nathan over me, I never stopped working to keep you safe.
Amy was crying harder now. Lou could hear the guilt and relief and fear all mixed together in her sister's sobs.
I don't deserve you. After everything I said, everything I did.
Stop. You're my sister. That doesn't change because we fight or disagree or make mistakes. I love you, Amy. That never stopped.
I love you too. So much. And I'm so sorry.
They were both crying now, two sisters hundreds of miles apart, finally reconnecting after months of painful separation. Agent Chen quietly left the kitchen to give Lou privacy. Agent Walsh stayed but moved to the far corner of the room, giving Lou space.
Amy, I need to ask one more thing. What made you see Nathan differently? What changed?
Amy took a shaky breath, composing herself enough to answer.
It was Lindy. She told me something that I couldn't ignore anymore.
What did she tell you?
That Nathan pretends. When I'm watching, he acts like he likes her, with smiles, asks about school, plays the caring boyfriend. But when I'm not looking, when he thinks Lindy can't see his face clearly, he looks at her with... Lindy said he looks at her like he hates her. like she's something he wishes wasn't there.
Lou felt ice forming in her chest. Lindy had seen Nathan's mask, had been brave enough to tell Amy about it, and Amy had finally believed her.
Once she said it, I started seeing things I'd been ignoring. Like, with you, knew you tried to warn me about Nathan, and I wouldn't listen. Then when you ended up framed for planting surveillance bugs, it made you look guilty and Nathan look innocent. Then Ashley and Caleb expressed concerns, and they ended up caught on camera searching Nathan's room, looking like criminals. Every time someone questioned Nathan, they ended up discredited while he remained the victim.
You saw the pattern.
Caleb asked me, "Isn't it odd how it's always Nathan?" And I couldn't stop thinking about it because it is odd. It's not a coincidence. Nathan has been manipulating situations to make anyone who questions him look guilty while he stays clean.
Lou felt relief washing through her. Amy had figured it out. Not all of it. As if Amy didn't know about the council, about the trafficking, about Ty being alive. But she'd seen enough to recognize Nathan as a threat.
Your gut feelings are right, Amy. Nathan can be dangerous.
What else haven't you told me? What else do you know about him?
Lou couldn't answer that. Couldn't tell Amy about the council operations, the FBI investigation discovering Ty at Silver Creek Ranch. The secrets were too big, too devastating, too dangerous to share over the phone.
I can't tell you everything yet, but soon. When I come back, I'll explain as much as I can. For now, just trust me that Nathan is someone you need to get away from. Carefully, but definitely.
So I should end the relationship, even though I'm scared of how he'll react.
If that's what you want, if you don't want to be with Nathan, then yes, you should end it, but you need to be smart about how and when. Don't do it when you're alone with him. Don't do it in a way that makes him feel cornered or threatened. Wait until there are other people around, until you have support nearby.
When should I do it? He's coming back from his trip in a few days.
Lou thought about that. Nathan was at Silver Creek Ranch right now, possibly discovering Lou's investigation, possibly preparing to act against the FBI operation. What would he do when he returned to Heartland? Would he know the investigation was closing in? Would he become more dangerous?
Don't do anything until I get there. When I come back to Hudson, we'll figure it out together. You won't have to face him alone.
Promise.
I promise, we'll end this together. You, me, everyone who loves you. Nathan won't have power over you anymore.
Everyone who loves me. You keep saying that. Who else is involved in this?
Lou smiled despite her tears. Amy was smart, was picking up on the implications of Lou's words.
Do you remember Ashley and Caleb? The ones you banned from Heartland after they got caught searching Nathan's room?
Of course. I feel terrible about that. They were trying to help me, and
They're still helping you. They never stopped. They've been watching out for you this whole time, making sure you and Lindy stay safe even though they couldn't get close to you.
Really? Even after how I treated them?
Really, because people who really care about you don't stop caring just because you push them away. Ashley and Caleb, Katie, Georgie, Jack, Lisa, everyone has been worried about you, and everyone will be there to support you when you're ready to leave Nathan.
Amy was crying again, but these seemed like tears of relief rather than despair.
I've been so isolated. I pushed everyone away because Nathan made me think they were the problem. But they weren't. He was.
Yes, and now you see it. That's what matters. You see him clearly now, and that means you can protect yourself and Lindy.
How do I protect Lindy? She's been living in the house with him, scared of him, and I didn't know. What kind of mother doesn't see that her daughter is scared?
The kind of mother who was being manipulated by someone very skilled at manipulation. This isn't your fault, Amy. Nathan is a professional at this, at making people doubt themselves, at controlling situations, at appearing innocent while causing harm. You couldn't have known unless he let you see it.
Lindy saw it. She's 9 years old and she saw through him.
Children sometimes see things adults miss. They're not as easily fooled by social performance. Lindy saw Nathan's mask because she was watching him differently than you were. That doesn't mean you failed. It means she was smart and observant, and she was brave enough to tell you.
Amy seemed to accept this, though Lou could hear the guilt still in her voice.
So what do I do when Nathan comes back? Act normal, pretend everything is fine, wait for you to arrive?
Exactly. And Amy, if anything feels wrong, if Nathan's behavior changes, if he seems suspicious or threatening, if you feel unsafe in any way, you call me immediately. Day or night, doesn't matter. You call me and you get yourself and Lindy somewhere safe.
You really think he might hurt us?
Lou wanted to lie, wanted to say no. Nathan would never physically harm them, but she couldn't. Not when she knew what the council was capable of, not when she'd seen evidence of their violence and ruthlessness.
I think Nathan is unpredictable. And I think men like him, men who need control, can become dangerous when they feel that control slipping away. So I want you to be prepared, to be aware, to be ready to get yourself and Lindy to safety if you need to.
Okay, I can do that. I'll be careful. I'll act normal. I'll wait for you to come back, and then we'll figure out how to end this.
Exactly. We'll do it together. You won't be alone.
There was a pause, and Lou could hear Amy taking deep breaths, steadying herself.
Lou, thank you for not giving up on me, for still protecting me even when I was horrible to you, for still being my sister even when I didn't deserve it.
You always deserved it. You always will. That's what family means.
I love you.
I love you too, so much.
They talked for a few more minutes about smaller things. How Lindy was doing in school, how Jack's recovery was progressing, how the ranch work was going. Normal conversation between sisters, the kind they hadn't had in months. It felt like coming home, like healing, like reconnection. But underneath it all, Lou carried the crushing weight of everything she couldn't say, couldn't tell Amy that Ty was alive, couldn't explain the FBI investigation, couldn't describe what she'd seen at Silver Creek Ranch, couldn't reveal the full scope of Nathan's crimes. Finally, reluctantly, they ended the call. Amy needed to pick up Lindy from school, and Lou needed to process everything that had just happened.
I'll call you tomorrow, and Amy, I'm proud of you for seeing the truth, for being willing to admit you were wrong, for being brave enough to reach out to me. That took courage.
I don't feel very brave.
You are, trust me. You're one of the bravest people I know. You're going to get through this. We both are.
The call ended. Lou sat staring at her phone, tears still streaming down her face, feeling like she'd just been through an emotional marathon. Agent Chen returned to the kitchen, sitting beside Lou without speaking. Agent Walsh moved closer, concern clear on his face. "How are you doing?" Lou laughed, but it came out broken and slightly hysterical.
I just promised my sister I'd come home in a few days, but I'm in Montana on an FBI operation that's nowhere near complete. I discovered her supposedly dead husband alive with erased memory at a council facility, and I couldn't tell her. The man she's living with is a dangerous criminal, and I could only give her vague warnings without explaining the full scope of the threat. So I'm not doing great, honestly.
You handled that conversation beautifully. You gave Amy the information she needed without compromising operational security. You prepared her to protect herself without revealing details that could put her in more danger. That was textbook crisis management.
It felt like lying to my sister while she apologized to me.
You weren't lying. You were protecting her. There's a difference.
Is there? Because it doesn't feel different. It feels like I just reconnected with Amy while keeping the most devastating secrets imaginable. She apologized to me, asked me to come home, trusted me with her fears about Nathan. And I couldn't be honest with her about anything, where I am, what I'm doing, what I've discovered.
Agent Chen put a hand on Lou's shoulder. You told her what she needed to know, that Nathan is dangerous, that she should trust her instincts, that she's not alone even when she feels like she is. That's not lying. That's giving her the tools to keep herself safe while we build the case to stop Nathan permanently.
I promised her I'd come home in a few days. How am I supposed to keep that promise when the mission isn't complete? When Nathan is still at Silver Creek Ranch, when we don't know if my cover is blown, when we haven't figured out what to do about Ty?
Agent Walsh and Agent Chen exchange glances, clearly uncertain how to answer. You could leave. You're a civilian asset, not an FBI agent. We can't force you to stay if you need to go home to your family.
But if I leave now, we lose momentum on the investigation. We lose the chance to gather more intelligence about the council's operations, about Ty's situation, about Nathan's role in all of this.
That's true. But Lou, you need to make the choice that's right for you and your family. If going home to be with Amy and Lindy is what you need to do, we'll support that. The investigation will continue without you. Lou looked at both agents, seeing the genuine concern in their faces. They weren't trying to manipulate her into staying. They were giving her a real choice. The problem was, Lou didn't know what choice to make. Stay in Montana and complete the mission, or go home to Hudson and physically protect her family. Both seemed equally important. Both seemed equally impossible to abandon.
What would you do if it was your family, your sister in danger, your nephew with no memory at a criminal facility? What choice would you make?
Agent Walsh considered the question seriously. Honestly, I don't know. It's an impossible choice. Stay, and you're working to stop the entire organization, to save not just your family but potentially hundreds of trafficking victims. Go and you're directly protecting the people you love most. Both choices have merit. Both have costs. Maybe the question isn't which choice is right, but which choice you can live with. If something happens to Amy or Lindy while you're here, could you live with having stayed? If the council continues operations because we lost momentum on the investigation, could you live with having left? Lou put her head in her hands, feeling the impossible weight of the decision crushing her.
I don't know. I don't know what I can live with. All I know is that either way, I'm failing someone, either Amy and Lindy, or the mission and the victims. There's no good choice here.
Then maybe you need to think about what Amy needs most right now. She needs to know you're coming back. But does she need you physically there in the next few days? Or does she need to know that the threat from Nathan is being eliminated permanently?
Both. She needs both.
But if you could only give her one, which would matter more? Your physical presence for a few days, or the knowledge that Nathan will be arrested and removed from her life? Lou thought about Amy's voice on the phone. The fear, the vulnerability, the desperate need for connection and support. Amy needed to know she wasn't alone. But Amy also needed to be free from Nathan's manipulation and control. If Lou went home now, she could comfort Amy, could physically be there to support her through ending the relationship with Nathan. But Nathan would still be free, still be dangerous, still be part of an organization that trafficked humans and destroyed lives. If Lou stayed in Montana, completed the investigation, helped the FBI build the case against the council, then Nathan would be arrested. Amy would be freed from his influence permanently. But Lou wouldn't be there during the difficult days of Amy facing Nathan's return, navigating the end of the relationship, protecting Lindy.
I need to think about this. I need time to figure out what the right choice is.
Take the time you need. But Lou, whatever you decide, know that we support you. Your contribution to this investigation has been invaluable. If you need to go home, we understand. Lou nodded, appreciating their support even as she felt paralyzed by indecision. She went to her room in the safe house and lay on the bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking about Amy and Lindy and Ty and Nathan, the council and the mission and the choice she had to make. Her phone sat on the nightstand, silent now, but carrying the weight of the conversation she'd just had. Amy's voice echoed in her memory. Please come back. Please. Lindy misses you so much. I miss you too. And Lou had promised, had said she'd come home in a few days. had given Amy hope that they'd face Nathan together. But could she keep that promise? Should she? The episode ended on Lou, lying alone in the safe house bedroom, staring at the ceiling, her face showing the torment of an impossible choice. On the nightstand, her phone sat silent. The connection to Amy, to family, to the life she'd left behind when she came to Montana. Stay and complete the mission to stop the council, or return to Hudson to physically protect Amy and Lindy, stop Nathan permanently through FBI intervention, or be present for Amy during the immediate crisis of Nathan's return. Both choices had merit. Both had devastating costs, and Lou Fleming had to decide which she could live with. In Hudson, Amy sat in her truck outside Lindy's school feeling more hopeful than she had in months. Lou was coming home. Lou had promised. In a few days, they'd face Nathan together and end this nightmare. Amy had no idea of the impossible burden Lou carried. No idea her sister was tormented by secrets that would shatter Amy's world. No idea that the promise to return might be a promise Lou couldn't keep. At Silver Creek Ranch, Nathan Price continued his counsel business, possibly running background checks on Louise Parker, possibly closing in on discovering Lou's investigation, and Ty Borden Noah Smith worked with horses, completely oblivious to all of it. 3 people connected through Amy, all facing different dangers, all heading toward a collision that would either save everyone or destroy everything. And Lou Fleming, trapped between mission and family, between duty and love, between stopping Nathan forever and protecting Amy today, had to make the choice that would determine which future became reality. The impossible choice. The choice with no right answer. The choice that would haunt her no matter what she decided. That concludes today's episode. Lou and Amy continued their emotional phone call, reconnecting after months of painful separation. Amy begged Lou to come home, and Lou promised to return in a few days. Amy shared everything she'd sensed about Nathan Lindy's revelation, the pattern of everyone questioning Nathan ending up discredited, his controlling behavior. Lou validated Amy's fears, confirmed Nathan is dangerous, and advised Amy to act normal when he returns while carefully planning to end the relationship. Lou assured Amy that everyone supports her but kept FBI involvement completely secret. After the call ended, Lou was left tormented by an impossible choice. Stay in Montana to complete the mission that will stop Nathan permanently, or return to Hudson immediately to physically protect Amy and Lindy. Both choices have merit and devastating costs. Lou must decide which she can live with. Join us next time to see what Lou decides and whether she can keep her promise to Amy. If this episode broke your heart, please like and subscribe. Until next time, this is Cowboys and Cattle.